Finance Channel. I'm Crypto Corey.
I'm Money Mike.
And what do you think of that BS this week? How
Oh,
about that, huh?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's basically just been straight manipulation at every turn.
Yep. Like we were telling you last weekend, the markets have changed the algorithm. So
Oh,
clearly, what was working before does not work anymore. You have to, my opinion, I just sit on the sidelines. I'm not trying to do anything right now because I'm looking for A plus setups. I'm not going to try to force anything.
yeah. You got to learn to adapt 100%, and this is just proof positive towards that. You just, yeah.
Well, this is usually the time where people blow up the account because they get so frustrated because what was working before doesn't work anymore, and they keep trying to force it. They get into this like spiral in their head, and they just keep doing it, and they blow up the whole account, and then that's where people quit.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Summer can be rough, and
Seasonal tendencies.
yeah. On my end with the TradFi markets, we basically transitioned from, what was looking like a hopeful outlook for small caps to, large cap earnings season. So basically, the market makers could crush every single small cap stock out there, or I should say, most of them, with no one being the wiser. So that was a rough one for me. I bailed on all of them, and I totally reworked my strategy. So,
Why don't you walk us through that?
ooh, we're gonna do that right away. All right, I'm gonna need you
I
to.
mean,
I was hoping we could just go to Bitcoin first. We could talk
yeah,
about
why don't we do that?
Bitcoin.
We'll circle back.
Yeah,
I hate that
yeah,
word.
yeah.
Circle back.
And I mean, even with
Very hurt.
Bitcoin, you'll see it. The
You'll see.
manipulation. Yeah, it's rife.
All right. Well, that's life. That's life. It's Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, we've been trading this channel all month, guys. Um we've been showing this to you. We had a little bit of a breakout here. Obviously, they faked us out, and that's why I had the alert up on 67.372. We didn't hit that because that was the previous high on the was it? Let's take a look. The daily. Yeah, let's look at the daily here. So that's what we needed to break. We were talking about this in last stream.
yep, and
The
look at
daily
it. Look
high
at it bounce
made
off
on.
that lower boundary too.
Yeah, it's textbook. I mean, we have this channel that's getting played here. Doesn't look like we're getting the inverted head and shoulders. So I just delete that. What do we see here, guys? What do we see? Look at that. We have a fair value gap here. And it just walked on that. Very small one there. Yeah.
To me, the thing that's the craziest here is that Friday drop and the immediate V-shaped reversal Saturday morning.
See that? And it left an inversion fair value gap, and then it just completely wiped it out instantly. That's what I'm talking about. It's like all the setups right here. It's like you have the setup, but nothing plays to what it's supposed to be playing. And watch this come back down and actually play through. That would be interesting.
I don't think it's gonna do it. I think I think if anything, we're actually more likely to hit 70K this week than 60K by far.
We have 5 days till the monthly close. Look at that weekly chart.
Oof.
This is interesting. So we actually look at this. They call that the three white soldiers.
Why white?
I don't know, and don't ask me why they call it that. 'Cause but that's what they call it, dude, and it's clearly racist, and I'm pissed. So why aren't they green? Like, what are they? You know,
Yeah.
that's the pattern. The 3 white soldiers, I guess. You don't believe me? Look it up.
And what do you
Right.
see after that? Typically, a drop or a up?
A reversal. This is typically the pattern that gives us the reversal. We had 3 candles here, and it started to go up, and it decided to say, "Nope." Look at that. Let's look at that. What you look at? Oh my goodness, that is so great. It's so
That would
beautiful.
actually make a lot of sense. We see Bitcoin just rocket the next 3 weeks and then just dump, especially if it hits 80K. I'll feel vindicated.
Look at that entry on the inversion fair value gap
Yeah.
for the weekly time frame. Keyed off of it perfectly. Went to consequent encroachment and didn't even come back. So if you usually put a stop on the other side of that, it would played out textbook. We have yet another one though, Mike. Check that out. So we had one back there. Get this out of the way. We have another one playing out currently right now. Look at this. Another inversion fair value gap. Kind of dapping into it. But we also have the reversal pattern here. So be looking for consequent encroachment on the inversion fair value gap. Stop on the other side. Let's set this up right now. Let's show y'all how to enter something like this. Obviously, it's not financial advice. This is just documentation of our financial journey, showing you how we do it. And it's not to say we know what we're doing. Clearly, look at the video. I'm sitting in the basement. You're taking financial advice from a dude that sits in a basement. You need help. But yeah, our entry would be consequent encroachment, which would be right here.
So
why
you're
would we
looking
go
for a
short?
short.
I guess so, right? And this may be, Mike, like we've been talking about, we've been waiting for this last little shakeout. Wouldn't that be convenient? Wipe out these belongs here. Provide the liquidity for the reversal. That would make sense. And then we finally get the move that I've been talking about for months and months and months. I've been waiting for this to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting to see on the weekly chart.
And how many of those crypto bros out there are showing you the weekly chart? They might go in a daily chart. Like, what are they? Come on, guys. All the secrets are in the monthly and the weekly chart because no one's looking at it. And they're like, oh, I'm gonna look at the 1 minute chart. Yeah, how's that been working out?
No, because Bitcoin looks like crap if you look at the weekly chart.
Which tells you something, right?
Because it actually looks pretty decent right now if you look at even the 1 day chart.
Setting up to screw a bunch of people over here. That's why I see. I'm ready for it. Wing. It's going to be pretty much textbook. Like, we've been talking about this for months. Like, it's actually going to seem boring when it actually happens. It's funny. But we're going to go back and be like, hey, remember we told you 2 months ago it was going to do this? And it's doing it now. And then a time machine, bro. It's sick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like Friday, me and Corey did not jump into any crypto trades this weekend. Stayed in the stock market. And, yeah, Friday, massive dip. And, yeah, we got a V-shaped reversal. But it's like, basically, that told me this thing is uber manipulated. And not in a good way. So, basically, it'll cause you to get wrecked.
It is a good way, though, Mike. Don't you understand? Because once you see it, You understand from the perspective that we've been teaching and showing you guys from day one. Everybody's like, oh, anybody's telling you the markets are out to get you, or you obviously don't know what we're doing. Well, we're here. We're telling you the markets are out to get you. This was designed to steal your money. This is nothing else. It was designed to rob you. And once you understand how it works and you understand that it was designed to rob you, that's how you can call these moves.
Yeah, back in the day, because news moves so slow, it was very easy from the rich to basically steal from the poor in the stock market. I mean, if you even go back and look at the, what was it, tulips? The tulip bubble? Do you know about that, Corey?
No, why don't we? Yeah, let's go through that. I want to hear about this.
So the tulip bubble in Holland was pretty crazy. And it got to the point, this is the 1600s. It's same market dynamics still hold true to this day. But rare tulip bulb prices basically soared to the point where 2 ultra rare tulip bulbs were selling for the price of a house. And wouldn't you know it, that crashed. And I think that was basically just another way from the rich to steal from the poor.
It's like, yo, you should buy Trump coin. Like, same thing. Like, oh, that sounds like a great investment.
Yep.
How's that going for you?
No, it was, dude, so it's perfect because it was so crazy because basically tulip bulbs came in from the Ottoman Empire to Netherlands or the Dutch, where, you know, flowers are their main export, that they grow a ton of flowers even to this day. And it like even got so crazy that these rare, like it's a plant virus would cause rare freaking patterns on the bulbs, and those were like the ones that sold for the most, which made no sense.
Well, people, let's face it, they are. I can't say that word, but you know, what's the saying? A sucker is born every second. And Mike, this is beautiful because guess what? We're selling to the suckers every single time we win. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to these people.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it played out a few times, and you know, I did the smart thing, and I sold small parcels the whole way up. So it was like I, you know, could care less. No emotion in it in any way, shape, or form. But still, it's unsettling to see. You know, at the height of the 1637 tulip bulb bubble, 1 tulip bulb sold for the price of a mansion.
A mansion, huh?
Yep, and you know what crashed
What a
it, dude?
sucker.
Do you know what?
What a sucker.
You know what crashed that entire thing?
Probably the banks.
One auction. There was one auction in 1636, and nobody went to it because the prices were getting too insane, kind of like AI stock prices right now. And nobody went to the auction, and that was it. It created like a fear.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was intentional, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Someone had to have like, let's do some. There's a lot of people making these money off this tulips money. We're gonna show them what's up.
It's almost like whatever company is the last to IPO, whatever AI company is the last to IPO this year, is gonna be the one that ignites the popping of this current AI bubble.
There's definitely something coming here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna use whatever the event is as an excuse to crack down on regulation. And we've been talking about this for months. And that's my theory. It's just a theory. I'm just pulling this out of the ether. You know, it's this universe talking to me, Mike. It's telling me. It might be the time machine too, but it's telling me whatever is going to be the next event for crypto that crashes the market. We're talking real crash market. it's going to be the event that ushers in regulation, because they've been talking about it for a long time. They've been wanting regulation. And what's to say that they wouldn't manipulate the markets to do this, to create a Hegelian dialectic, so to say?
Almost like once the government provides clarity
Yeah.
on all this,
Problem, reaction, solution.
bam.
They create the problem, and then they wait for the fear-based reaction, and then come in with a pre-planned solution.
Yep. It's coming.
And then they act as the saviors. Be like, oh, aren't you grateful for what we did, even though they caused it?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. It's gonna be wild, and we will cover it on this show.
Yeah, we are. This is the documentation of the downfall.
Yeah, it's crazy to see this Bitcoin chart, dude. When I think about SPY and NASDAQ and stuff right now, it is insane to see this chart.
Yeah, why don't we look up the NASDAQ and see what's going on here?
And the
kinda
NASDAQ, it's
same
funny, the
thing.
NASDAQ got hammered a little bit more than most indexes because the tech heaviness. Like, Google, dude, Google got frickin' slammed this week. Nope. Nope.
Pizza. We got pizza at the door, guys.
I knew she was going to order a pizza when she started asking you about what toppings you like.
Yeah. So look at this. So I don't remember which stream, but we're talking about shorting the bull flag. This is right. This is the stuff you get on this channel, guys. Why aren't you liking and subscribing this video? Like, why you know you want to know why we shorted this. It's more of like a symmetrical triangle, but it's playing out exactly like we were talking about. So, symmetrical triangle, right? Typically, obviously, you look these up, they say it's 50-50, so it can go to the upside or the downside. From my experience, they more often than not break to the downside, and currently that's what we're getting. Target to the symmetrical triangle for the NASDAQ will be 26,913.
Oof. That makes sense. It's
Right.
like the midway point of its last run up. So I mean, it really
Yeah,
does
isn't
make
that? And then we
sense.
got to look at all this support and resistance. They actually probably, if you really wanted to, you could probably bring your take profit down to the support here, but let's hit that low hanging fruit and not try to get greedy. And we're just going to play out the move as the charts show us. It's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, because we all know what's going to happen. OpenAI or Anthro, whatever that other company is, they're going to list their stock, and it's going to cause the NASDAQ to fly. So basically this week, Google announced earnings. And so basically Google announced negative earnings for the first time in about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, because they're spending so much money on developing their own AI. So they're throwing billions at it. That's the only reason they were negative. But it caused their stock to tank.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it caused the Google stock to tank, which is crazy. I can actually tell you the exact figure. It wasn't a ton, because it is Google. Their revenue was insane. But yeah, they went from 320 down to, I mean, actually, if you look at the weekly chart, I'll just bring it on up here.
Bring up the Google.
The Google.
Yep.
So you can probably tell when they reported earnings. It was pre-market on the 23rd. And
Yeah, I wonder where that was.
oh yeah, yeah. So they poured billions. So it's like the companies like Google and Meta are getting hammered on earnings right now because they're pouring so much money into developing their own AI. And these companies that are basically just copy pasting Chat GPT Cloud into their, their company to use as
Yeah.
an AI, they're killing it because they're paying very little upfront. But once they actually start utilizing these AI agents, um, you know, on a regular day basis, like they're offering them to their customers, they're gonna get crushed by basically subscription fees. You know?
This is the subscription economy, Mike. Don't you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. So companies like Google and Meta, while they're getting hammered now, will actually make out better in the long run because they're developing their own AIs. So
Seems like they're using the Amazon business model, right?
oh, it's just poor
Where
money, just poor.
yeah, they're just dumping money and they're losing it, but they know like what they're doing will pay off in the long run tenfold.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's wild, man. Like this was crazy to see this week to go from 350, and you can see obviously smart money knew it was coming because it was dipping down ahead of earnings, and you know how earnings work. If it's dipping down ahead of earnings, typically it rockets up. Oh no, oh no. Like
Yeah, it's like 20%, dude.
people got
That's
wrecked.
20%. I mean, if you short that, like that'd be a sick trade, dude.
Especially puts. Like if you bought puts this week on Google,
And short puts,
yeah,
same thing.
yeah, you're a genius because it's like you could have bought uh $325 puts for basically next to nothing, and they would have turned into $6 a contract. Like you could have bought them for pennies.
We give you guys the opportunities every single time you tune into this channel. What are you doing? Why aren't you liking and subscribing this video? Come on. You're actually gonna help the algorithms. You want people to see this, right? So help us out.
This is
You already know what.
the stuff like this though that's killing the Nasdaq. So it's like,
Of course.
yeah, Google is probably 5% of the
Google.
Nasdaq.
Yeah, that's Fang, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Those are the big. It's the Fang, and it bites you.
Oh,
Gotta watch out for it.
it bit people this week, man, without a doubt. And it was even worse on the small cap side, dude. Oh, I don't even want to bring any of these up. I talked about them on stream though. Let's bring up the worst one first because basically just been watching this stock go down. I'm gonna bring up
The worst of the worst. All right.
I'm gonna
Let me
bring
get my future glasses on so we can see what's going on here.
yeah, I'm gonna bring up the 1 month chart. But Avant, dude, oh, it just cratered even harder, dude. So all the executives chose to get stock options priced at the market. So they chose to get, millions in dollars of stock options priced at 54 cents a share instead of getting a performance vetted package because of how badly their stock has done. And it's just crazy, dude. Like you see that 20 standard moving average has not crossed over the 200 in a month. Oh,
Yeah. So you just know it's all currently in the downtrend, and that's why we were looking for shorts, and we're not going to try to long until that 20-day SMA moves above the 200 SMA.
yeah. It's
Are you
dude,
using SMAs or what SMA or are you using SMA or EMA?
SMA. Just on
Yeah.
I use EMA on when I'm on my trading charts. I just have the SMA up on the trading view.
Yeah, I would say stick with the SMA on simple moving average instead of the exponential moving average. Especially if you're trading short term.
Yeah. But I mean it's more of the same everywhere you look. So I mean basically
Not much of a difference, yeah.
yeah.
It's very similar.
Like if you look at GlucoTrack, it's just looks like garbage. This one's a little bit different in the fact that
Looks like garbage.
there's a peak, but it lost this support down here.
It's all walk that cat.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
It's walk.
Yeah. So at this point, the only thing that I stuck out with that I'm holding on to is my options contracts on Cosmo Health. It's the only
We're
thing.
holding on.
Yep, that's the only thing I'm hanging on to. It actually shows support above the last low from the end of June. And I think basically this thing's gonna turn up because this company just keeps repurchasing shares. So they're doing stock buybacks. And they have not stopped. They just keep going. So eventually the buying pressure is going to get to be too much. The float is shrinking on the daily, if not the weekly. So this one right here, man, I'm long-term options on this one. So, you know, it's eventually going to print money. And I'm still saying $1 by the end of the year, if not $2. What's Bitcoin doing? Oh, you're looking at Cosmo.
Yeah. We're looking at Cosmo here.
Yeah, we triggered the stop loss, but
we did not hit that trade.
no, not right now. But it'll rocket through that later. I have options that are good for the next 6 months, so I'm just chilling on this one.
Was there something else? I feel like we had something else.
No, that was everything, that guy. For the stock market part of it, the small cap crush. Oh, Snail.
Yeah.
Snail. The only one I actually feel like really good about. So I went all in on Snail with my non-Cosmo money. And this one actually looks good. So they did a reverse split. That's why the stock price is $5 a share now, but that makes them way more attractive to market makers. Anything $5 and over, Wall Street is gonna like. Wall Street typically does not like your 30-cent stocks out there, your 50-cent stocks. Your deficient, delinquent. They don't like to touch those unless they're short selling the crap out of them and ruining your retirement fund.
Yeah, that's when they start getting a little concerned. So yeah, make sure you're voting for whatever person that's in office, and that's what the excuse will be. We're not going to get into that topic today because it's going to get us a lot of hate. So we're not political. I do not vote. I do not partake in any of that stuff.
But you see, it broke to the upside out of the channel, so this is definitely looking good.
Looks like a good bull flag. Looks like a good opportunity currently right now. Not the best risk to reward ratio. I'd rather see it trade back down to the bottom of the channel. That way we can give ourselves a nice, what is this? Yeah, like a nice almost like a 1 to 4, but it is a 1 to 3.
Yeah. So this one is unique in that their last earnings are not priced in really currently. So their last earnings were like insanely good, and their next earnings are supposed to be even better.
Yeah, this is actually, look at this. I didn't even see that, but this is a reversal in trend. This is a trend reversal, 100%. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we can back down here and retest before we go skyrocket. We were clearly in this channel for a long time, and it's now a broken trend.
Yeah. No, I think this one could, because of the reverse split and the low float, this thing could easily hit like something crazy, like $15-20.
It looks like it's setting up right now.
After their next earnings, because they're basically just went from a company that doesn't make money to a company that's now posting like 26 cents per share on the quarter earnings, which is insane. So obviously the last one was like 20 cents a share or 18 cents a share, something crazy like that. And basically Wall Street's waiting for confirmation on their next earnings, so they're expecting 26 cents a share. If they even get anywhere close to that, they're skyrocketing.
Yep.
So they have new AAA games coming out this year and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm in it for the earnings though. Come August. So I'm also still bullish on OSRH. I've been watching the price action on that, and I mean, you watch all these small caps just get dumped on in your face all week, and then you see this one is just freaking hanging in there, man. It's still a bull flag. Like,
But it almost hit our target. Let's see, what do we have? Pretty close, but yeah, we entered that trade back. Was it on here?
yeah.
Um, close. It got close. Still waiting here. But this actually could set up to go even further. Look at that cup and handle.
So come October, the person they have the licensing agreement with, the pharmaceutical company. So come October, basically this company can tell that private equity fund, hey, it's time for you to buy, $15 million worth of shares at $10 a share. And when they do that, this thing's gonna be a freaking powder keg, dude. It's gonna be insane. So I mean, you can
So
basically
currently, with the position that we entered, we can get our stop loss almost break even. So I would still keep my stop loss below this support level because we want to obviously stay safe. But this looks like we're in the favor pretty much right now. You can't lose any money on the trade if you took it. It's guaranteed win at this point if you took it at the time that we entered.
yeah. I mean, I sold at 48 cents, and I'm looking for a re-entry. So I've made money off this one already, and I'm looking. I mean, I've made money off this multiple times now, but I'm looking for re-entry because this is just gonna. It's only a matter of time before it swings up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, October's a long way off. Some shit could go down, so it's like Wall Street's not even watching this one. Hey,
But we got you on the radar, and that's why you tune into the channel every single week because we bring you these slammers. I ain't even talking about that.
did you say glamorous?
No, slammers.
Oh.
Let's go over economic data for the coming week here. So I'm gonna have to eat dinner here pretty soon. I got a tight schedule. Let's see here. What's going on for the week, last week of July tip? Remember? I mean, we go over this every single month. So, guys, if you haven't caught on by now, it's probably because you haven't subscribed and watched the channel. But if you did, you would understand we do not trade the first and last week of the month because, well, we got non-farm payroll, and then you also got ES at the end of the month that you just don't even want to be involved with. So let's look at this Wednesday, my dudes.
Wednesday's gonna be the most important day.
Yep.
By far.
Federal funds rate will be coming out. So watch that at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have the FOMC pretty much a meeting, and then they release their statements.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Fed head, Warsh, is going to be speaking again. He was not good last month for the stock market.
Yep. So, seasonal tendencies, my dudes, watch out for that. It's July, so understand the opportunity that's presenting itself in the moment right now. Last week of the month, keep that in mind.
And then you got core PCE, and you have GDP numbers for second quarter coming out on Thursday. And then you got the consumer price, like the core.
Yeah, the consumer price index and all
well,
that.
it's consumer spending. So we had inflation a couple weeks ago, nothing last week, and then you basically have consumer spending coming out. So it's a weird one. It's not inflation. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
We'll keep an eye on it. When are we gonna stream again here, Mike?
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, my dudes.
That'll be good. I'll be 3 days into the workday, back at work. So hopefully I'll be well rested and used to this schedule. You working
I guess.
overtime this week?
Unfortunately, yeah.
So we'll figure on an 8 p.m. start on Wednesday.
Until August 31st, I guess they want us working overtime.
One
Oh,
one extra hour a day. We'll see what happens, you know?
stupid.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna call out most likely.
nothing new after 2.
Get done after I eat lunch. Tell them.
I mean, that's when humans are the most productive. It's from like 9 to 11 a.m.
They're glad I'm there. I mean, I bring the party. Let's come on. Everybody's waiting for me to show up. Clearly, it's boring when I'm not there. So
Oh yeah, everybody's talking about what's Corey doing today when he calls out.
really, like, why? You know?
Oh, good.
I think
times.
that's a great place to leave it off. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some Spanish food.
Yeah, we bought some pizza, so I'm gonna eat some of that pizza.
Nice Italiano.
So, guys, you haven't liked, subscribed. What are you doing? Post in the comments down below if you want us to look at any stock, indices, derivative contracts, uh, crypto, whatever it is. Let us know because we'll review it in the next live stream.
Tulip
Guys are
bulb
slack.
prices.
And we'll use the time machine if we like it.
Nice.
Gotta like you folks.
Nice. Yeah, so Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Be here or be broke.
No, we're all broke, dude. That's why we're here.
Right? Oh, good times. All right. I'm Money Mike.
I'm Crypto Corey. This is the Maniac Money Finance channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe.